Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with The Fairest of Them All by GDC. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have killer cages in the grid. Digits in a cage sum to the value in the top left. So these two sum to 9, so I could do, so for example, 3, 6, and that sums to 9. It's one possibility. We also have this diagonal line, and this is a parity mirror. So cells reflected across the mirror have the same even or odd parity as each other. Parity is just the mathematical term for even or odd. The evenness and oddness of the digit. So for example, if row 4, column 2, actually that's the one I gave by accident. Row 4, column 2 is odd, then row 2, column 4 has to also be odd because that reflects across our diagonal. All right, so for example, if this is 1, this would have to be 3. Or it could be 1, 3, or 5, but like 1, 3 works, 1, 2 doesn't. They wouldn't have the same parity. All right, that is it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, how do we get started is, of course, always the question. 10 cage has to be 4, 6, and what's interesting about that is it is always even, so that this reflects across to here, so this has to be the 2. If you're wondering why it can't be 5 plus 5, it's because you can't repeat the digit. These are all odd then. I use orange for odd, blue for even. So this is from 1, 3, 5, and so we can reflect these. This reflects here, and this reflects here. And if it's just 1, 3, 5 without any, oopsie, I don't think I need it penciled. If it's orange, that already means that. All right, what's next? 8 without a 2, so it's not 2, 6. So it has to be 3, 5, which makes this the 1. And then this is a 4, 6. We can reflect that. So that's orange. That's orange. This is blue. So this has to be a 2. Now, 7 is an odd number. In order to add to an odd number in 2 digits, you need one to be odd and the other to be even, because 2 evens and 2 odds are both even. So this has to be an even number, and then that'll reflect right here. That's even. So then this has to be odd in order to add to 9. Adding to 6, it's always going to be either both even or both odd. I didn't mention that for the 10 or 8, but that's how it worked out anyway. Whichever one it is, it'll finish the evens and odds for the, like if it's 2 evens, it'll finish the evens for the row. If it's 2 odds, it'll finish the odds for the row. So whatever this is, these are the opposite. So maybe we can think about this a little bit. So let's call this green parity. There may be a much easier way to do this, by the way, but I just want to play around with this a little bit. So if we call this green parity, we know that we don't know if green is blue or orange, but we know it's whatever this 6 cage is. So this reflects here, and that makes all of these, we'll call it the purple parity, which is whatever green isn't. So, so then this purple reflects here, this purple reflects here, and that's orange. So purple is orange, and green is blue. And that means this has to be a 2, 4. This is our 6. So 6 plus 1, making this a 3, 5 pair. Makes this a 3, 5 pair as well. This is a 3, 5 pair. This is a 1. Oh, these are all blue. I guess that's probably what I could have noticed. This blue reflects here, and this blue reflects here. This has to be orange, and it's a 1 for the box. Probably just missing much coloring. This column needs a blue, and this is 1 for the column. This is 3, 5. So this reflects here, and that makes that blue. So this is where the last 1 goes. These are 3, 5. All right, this is a 6. Oh, we don't know what these are yet. Oh, we do. We just have to look at the columns. That's orange, and that's blue. So that's a 4, and this is the 3, 5. So I think this is going to have to resolve our 3, 5. This is either 3, 6. Oh, it can't be 3, 6 because there's a 6 in the column. So it's 5, 4. And that's going to resolve all our 3, 5s, I hope. We get the 6 and 4 and 6. We get the 2 and the 4. This is now, oh, I miscounted. That's a 2. 4, 6. Okay, this is 4. So that's 6 and 4. And this is 2. And then we need the 6 and the 2. And we're done. All right, cool puzzle, GDC. as always. I liked this logic, even though I probably had this logic that I could have done instead, but I don't know. I don't know what the state of the board was, but this was neat, where I made this green and then that made these all purple and then this reflected there and that had to be orange. Cool. Well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.